Good day, everyone. So, for this week's output, I've already finished viewing the movie, which entitled The Lorax. And today, of course, I'm going to make a video review of the film and respond to the three questions. So, the first question is, what was the movie about? The Lorax is essentially a warning tale about one's environmental responsibility. Dr. Seuss introduces the Onceler, a rush-need businessman whose unbridled desire causes the immediate surroundings to be destroyed. The Lorax is a character who represents the interest of all creatures whose lives are negatively impacted by environmental degradation. He tries but fails to persuade the Onceler to quit. Before the Onceler knows what he's done, the environment has been entirely destroyed. When the Onceler accepts responsibility, the story ends on an optimistic note with the possibility of environmental repair. So the second question is, what realizations have you come up with in reference to the movie? I recognize that as long as we are still here, we must safeguard our biodiversity. People nowadays are on the lookout for more new ideas, and even nature is being studied. Maybe some of them don't even consider the prospective consequences or effects on humans and other beings. I recognize that some of us had the mindset of Wansler. We once abused nature because it provided us with benefits. But we never considered the ramifications of our wrongdoings. However, there was one thing that gave me hope as a responsible member of our species. When Wansler learned the extent of his wrongdoings, he became enraged. So the seed represents their hope, and the child represents a new beginning. It's a fresh start for planting hope, which means it's not yet complete. It is not too late to begin a better location where we may undoubtedly transcend what has occurred previously. We must learn to appreciate God's creation because we are responsible for what God has given us. And whatever unpleasant things occur as a result of our ignorance, we are the ones who suffer the consequences. So I implore everyone to please protect the environment, and we must stand firm in order to become a good role model or ambassador that everyone will follow. And I'd like to leave you with one principle. I believe that if we are accountable for small things, we are also responsible for bigger things. As a result, the changes must begin with us. We must renew our mindset by making the decision to begin anew and a better place. Number three question is, what actual scenarios can you relate the situations in the movie to our present situation? Deforestation is one of the real-life circumstances that connects the situations in the film to our current predicament. Deforestation, also known as forest clearance, is the removal of a forest or stand of trees from land that is then converted to non-forest use. As we all know, this is a major problem or issue in the Philippines. Forest area can be converted to farmland, ranches, or urban usage as part of deforestation. Tropical rainforests have the highest concentration of deforestation. As seen in the Lorax films, the loss of trees and other vegetation causes climate change, desertification, soil erosion, less harvest, flooding, increasing greenhouse gas levels in the atmosphere, and a slew of other issues for indigenous people. That is why we must consider a million times before we acting on our decision. We need to obtain more knowledge when we come up with ideas that may benefit us, but in the end, our action will also harm nature.